Here I am on St. Bonaventure campus in Olean, New York. It's right about 6:30 p.m. as woodchucks are most active at around the hours of 6 to 8 p.m. This specimen is approximately 50 yards away, and unfortunately he spots me rather quickly. But that's okay because that's what we're here to see, the surveillance mode action. The function of this action is to gain information on any possible perceived threat. No doubt this woodchuck was noting my size, speed, proximity, and an array of other intel that will factor into his escape time and flight pattern. It's very interesting to consider what is being registered in the woodchuck's brain as he's gathering this information. One thing I noticed is that the motion of holding up my recording device, which was an iPad, put the woodchucks on red alert. Could this be a higher registered perception of threat because people around here, and many other places, hunt woodchucks with a bow and arrow or rifle? The evolution of this action surely came about because of land-borne threats, but surely animals over time have become more aware of this upward motion and an increased focus and aim by the threatening human. I'm being checked out over and over again as I get closer and closer. And then I'm too close, and the benefit of the woodchuck staying there and grooming itself in the sunlight does not weigh out the potential cost of what he thinks I might do. This woodchuck was staring at me in surveillance mode for 10 to 15 seconds as I fumbled to get my iPad back on, and again the upward motion I needed to get a decent shot caused the woodchuck to flee, but he stopped and stared at me next to the dense shrubbery for another 30 seconds. As I walked sideways, another woodchuck comes into view. Surely they're together, and surely they're both sharing information about me. Pheromones are the causation for the instinctive communication between the group, and theirs are telling them to hide. This is where you see the two woodchucks on the right pull a planned escape route. They both beat feet out of sight, past the bushes on the right, but they are tunneling back to their original position. And since I am still around, they both take off for home base. The phylogeny of this species has made them great escape artists, but perhaps the ontogeny of this specific group or family of woodchucks has incorporated a sneaky factor, possibly because they live on a college campus and may occasionally be chased. Finally, this largest specimen was all the way in the back of the trail and surveyed me for quite some time. He stood strong against my approach up until I was about 15 yards away. Then finally he crouches down within a fraction of a second and disappears into the densely covered woodland.